Greetings and welcome to the 1-6 Scale Man Probably presents the corner, man. Like literally, this is a live corner where we're gonna have a discussion about yesterday's release. Now, reveal, put it that way, reveal. I always say release, but reveal. This was like late last night that we got this reveal. It's funny because me and one of the panelists, he hit me up like late last night. Was like, yo, what the fuck? Did they really do this before 2 days before the fucking movie? And they did it. So we're going to actually dive in that and have this discussion. Thank you guys for basically being there, everybody who's actually tuning in now. I got two of my best bros in here to have this discussion with me, and we're just going to dive in. Let me just bring them in here with me, man. We just had a discussion back behind doors about Andor and how good this show is, but we're not going to go into all that because we just fucking love it. Literally, if you don't watch this show and if you're not watching Andor, you are missing brilliance, chef's kiss when it comes to Star Wars, definitely. But let me just bring everybody in. What is going on? We got my guy, 1-6 Figure Focus, and we got Mr. Butt Naked himself, the collector without fear, Brendan. Brandon, what's going on with you, bro? How you doing, man?
Man, I couldn't focus on. No, I said focus. I couldn't do anything else after. There you go. After watching that show today, and I watched it. I dropped my wife and kids off. I came home. I watched that. I was literally on the edge of my seat the whole time. And after that, I was like, okay, I can't do work right now. I got to do something. So then I like drove over to the comic shop, grabbed some stuff, came back. I was still not prepared to like focus. I can't avoid it. It's just on work. So I was like, this whole day this was my like throwaway day. I'll get back to work tomorrow. But yeah, dude, it was a great episode. Really enjoyed the day. And that reveal last night, like I said, when I called you last night, I was like,
yeah, you hit me up.
I was very surprised that they did it right before, but I actually think that might be a good sign. So I'm hopeful, and the figure. I mean, we're going to talk about it, but it looks good. So
it definitely looks good. It definitely looks good. Shane, what's going on with you, brother? How you doing, man? How you doing today? I saw you actually did a video on it earlier, once I watched. Everybody, if you haven't watched it, go over to 1-6 Figure Focus and check out his thoughts on the Panther drop last night. So yeah, man, so glad to have you here. I know you just got here from watching.
Mind absolutely blown. That was straight up hype.
Yeah,
love it.
Bro.
I said you backstage. Look, we're not here to talk about that. I'll just say this one thing. This might sound morbid, but in episode 1, when Andor shoots those two guys in the face, I knew we're watching a different program. But what just took place, that was written well. We 3 absolute pillar actors, so good. They say Star Wars isn't Shakespeare or whatever. It's better. That was so good.
It is now. Like literally,
it definitely is now.
It is now. Like literally, even the scene, and I don't want to dive into it too much, but the scene between Mon Mothma and the guy when he basically was giving her an ultimatum on why or how he would work with her. People who haven't seen it, I'm not going to say too much, but man, like literally, now we see the tension in her. We saw a beast in her that we'd never seen before, and I think it's just going to get even better.
You see the pain and the weight of unbearable decisions that have to be made in all of these characters and how they deal with it. And people can say what they want about Disney, and obviously the sequel trilogy had issues structurally because of like juggling directors and not having a clear path set out before them for the trilogy. But Rogue One and Andor, I think, are my 2 favorite pieces of Star Wars content ever. And they both came under Disney.
Disney. That's what I'm saying. Like Disney shows signs that they can do things, but I think it's just in the midst of trying to also cater, and I think that this is the first show where, and Gilroy he said it, like, I'm not here to cater. I'm here to basically tell a story.
And yet it's the best kind of fan service.
It's the best,
like a true artist.
Exactly. It's not. I'm not here.
Take it or leave it.
Yeah, it's just the art. It's my interpretation. It's my vision of what I think Star Wars could be, the potential of where it could actually go. And I want more of this. I need more of this. I need continuation of this. And it's sad that we got to wait after the next two episodes. We got to wait 2 years to get, season two. But still, I'm all in. I'm definitely all in. But anyway, we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about Wakanda Forever. Black Panther, the figure that was released by Hot Toys yesterday. Let me address the chat real quick. We got Yomo in the building. We got Focus out there. We got Empire Strikes Again. We got Kinky Sphincter in there. We got Tyrea's in the building. Kate Carter. Primetime Reviews. We got Windman 42. Mike Fiella. We got Leighton Richards in the building. Justin McFly. Who else we got in here? Brandon Salad. We got SB Beam in the building. We got Eric Patterson. Who else we got? Spice running. My man Spice. Sean is in the building. Who else we got in here? KG is in the building, and Calvin Williams is in the building with us. So we got quite a few. We got some more people floating through here. But man, okay, so last night, literally, like I didn't expect this. The reason why, because I was thinking, okay, maybe they're going to wait until after the movie's released, or maybe the day of that night to drop the figure. You know what I mean? And they proved us wrong. And here's the thing, like I said, there are signs, of course, once we jump into it, we know that they are still playing things tight to the chest, because there is a certain piece once we get to it that's not readily available. We can't see it, but I'm pretty sure after the movie is released, we will be able to see it. But yes, you guys are seeing this right. It is Black Panther, the 1/6 scale collectible figure, and they're just basically titling it Black Panther. They're not saying whoever else it might be, whoever else people might think it is. It's still tight to the chest. It's just strictly Black Panther. Now, right off the top, my remarks on this figure, I love it. I mean, I was going to get it regardless. I love the suit. I love the gold tint. I just love the way it looks. Only one gripe, and it's this one particular gripe, is because, and it's because we always want something. I wish they would have gave this to Kate with the fur. I wish they would have actually had that suit. If they would have gave us a cape, I would have been all in. But I understand aesthetically they can't do it for the film. She's more active and stuff like that. I know it's in the comics, but
it might be in the film at some point, and we just haven't.
We
seen
just
it
don't
yet.
know
And
exactly.
maybe that there's another figure coming down the line.
Exactly.
That would
No, they never do that. They never announce a superior version after everyone has dropped the NRD for the normal one. Brandon, get out of town.
This is true. This is true.
Crazy world we live in.
An amazing world we live in. So we definitely could see this. But man, this piece. All right, I'm gonna start with you, Shane, first, because I'm gonna let Brendan go like after you. But what do you when you saw this and this was released? What were your thoughts about it, man?
I think it's the best looking suit so far. And that includes the Civil War, and that includes the Solo one. I said in my video, like, I actually had the Solo version of Black Panther from the Solo movie, and I sold it on because the bits that I really like the idea of it reflecting the blue light to make it all glow and, show up the kinetic energy and stuff like that. And it didn't fit in the details and stuff, and I wasn't displaying it. I was like, I feel like I have this big set and I'm not displaying it. Yeah. And I thought they'd re-release an Endgame version. And then they didn't. I was wrong. But eventually, of course, now they've made that 2.0 of it's a Civil War version, right?
Yeah.
So I'm going to pick that up, and I really, really like the way the shield is on that and all that. But this figure here, I actually think with the black, and it's not just straight black, it's textured as well when you zoom in. The gold and the silver, I think this suit works better with a feminine physique. And I thought they'd done really well to put across that kind of athletic feminine physique with the silver and the metallic gold. I actually prefer this suit to over the Civil War version or over the Solo movie. I just think
it looks like more feminine feline.
Right there.
Maybe that's it. But like, you know what? It's like I don't think they're even going to change. I know they're saying it's Black Panther. Even if this is Shuri, I don't think they're going to change that, because Black Panther, I haven't read the comics, but
Mhm.
you've told me multiple times before that there is a point where Shuri takes up the
Yeah,
mantle.
yeah,
So this isn't Shuri, this is Black Panther, and people just need to
mhm.
make their peace with that. In the same way now that
Exactly,
Captain America is Sam Wilson, it's not marketed as Sam Wilson. It's marketed as Captain America because that's who
exactly,
Captain America is now. Um,
exactly.
so I'm interested to see what it is, but I don't think it's that straightforward. I don't think the MCU
It's
knows that comic book
hmm
heads or MCU fans, they're going to see those two blasters into the Pacific and they're going to
hmm
go, it's Shuri. I
automatically they're
don't
gonna
think.
assume
I
we
think it's
don't.
more complex than that.
Yeah, and the thing is because when I'm even like when I look here, so I'm looking at this piece here. So I look at the actual gauntlets because you can still see remnants of the gauntlets on her on her arms, on her forearms. It's sort of like it might slide down eventually, but that's what I'm actually seeing. But you also see like earlier on, they're giving us so many different things. You see her that way, but then you also see her with the spear. Now, again, it's there, like you said, I don't think it's that straightforward. I really, really don't. Because if it
Who
was,
uses spears a lot?
exactly, right?
Dora Milaje,
Adore
Okoye.
Malaje, Okoye, and or Io. It can be so many different people that actually use it. So again, they're not going to be, or honestly, bro, I'm in the mindset that this could even possibly even be Angela Bassett's character, bro. You never know because she used the spear in What If. Now I know What If is not it's not really officially attached to it, but it is in the MCU. It is basically part of the Marvel universe. And Kevin Feige himself did say that certain things in What If will have a rapid effect in the main cinematic universe. So that's what I'm saying. It could be. There's so many possibilities with this. So I definitely agree with you saying, Shane, that it's they're not going to be dead on like that because they're not going to let us know. It's not they're
It's
not going
too.
to let
It's
the
too.
hand they're playing.
It's too obvious. I think. Like I know that when I see those blasters, I see Shuri, and everyone else sees Shuri as
Yeah.
well. And I think Lego pulled the Lego on this already and had like
Mm-hmm.
a little head sculpt. I think with Shuri on it. I think they've
Mm-hmm.
already done that.
Yeah.
But I don't think I can't see this being that straightforward.
Mm-hmm.
I'd imagine Shuri is going to be Black Panther for a portion of it. Maybe there's going to be other. Maybe they take turns, or maybe like the tone of the trailer is show them who we are. Whereas, isn't that what Angela Bassett said to T'Challa in the first one? Show them who you are. So maybe
Mm-hmm.
this is more of a unified thing where they share the Black Panther mantle. I'm not sure if that ties in with the lower, but $264.
Yeah.
That's the reasonable price.
Hmm.
And I the same thing I said in my video. It's back to this is like what we discussed in the collector's lounge. This is where I need to keep myself in check, and I got to go
Mm-hmm.
back to is it a triple threat? Like, okay, I do
Yeah.
like the character Black Panther. I do like the design of the suit, actually more so than the other two, like I've mentioned twice already.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't seen the movie yet,
Mm.
and I'm seeing the movie Friday night. I'm really looking forward to it. I'm staying positive. I really hope it's good.
Mm-hmm.
And that will be
Mm-hmm.
the deciding factor for me personally.
Yeah.
But yeah, this looks good, and it's going to make a lot of people happy.
Definitely, it really really does, and I like you said, I like the feminine attribute because it's more feline, feminine, and it bodes well to what we actually the sleekness of a panther and everything. I definitely like it. I love the texture that we actually see here, which is quite different from the original suit. I'm hoping like the thing is I don't want the illumination. I hope they don't give us that with this particular suit. But who knows? Maybe they will. Maybe they won't. Brendan, what did you think when you said? Because you hit me up like when they dropped this, you was like, "Yo, what the fuck? Like, yo, did they really do this? Are they
Yeah.
spoiling things like a couple days before the movie
So
drops?"
yeah, I was surprised. No, what you guys were saying with the energy gauntlets and that pose specifically very
Mhm.
much makes you think that it's
It's
Shuri.
sure, yeah.
Now, I'm kind of up in the air because then you also have the spear and other elements that make it
Mm-hmm.
look like it could be, somebody from the Dora Milaje, a
Mm-hmm.
Koye, or um, so I don't know because
Mm-hmm.
I definitely don't put it past Disney and Marvel to kind of
Yeah.
obfuscate and surprise us with something and make us think it's one thing, but it's really different.
Yeah.
At the same time, I don't also put it past Hot Toys to completely screw the pooch and just have them pose the
Yeah.
figure that way that just blatantly gives it away.
They give.
So
Yeah.
I don't know. I do think it's going to be more complex as far as, you
Mhm.
know, multiple people wearing the mantle of Black Panther throughout the movie.
Mhm.
Who ends with it? Who
Mhm.
knows? Shuri is the likeliest candidate,
Yeah.
but
Mhm.
they can easily pull something out of their hat and really surprise us. So we'll see.
Mhm.
Um, it's also entirely possible that this suit or a suit that we get later, who knows, might be a flashback kind of thing where part of the movie shows who took up the mantle while the snap took place. That 5-year period
Mhm.
was did somebody step in to be the Black Panther during that time? Was it Nakia? Was it Okoye? It wasn't
Mhm.
Shuri because she was snapped
She
away.
was snapped away,
So
yeah.
we could see somebody else. Did Angela Bassett do that? I
Mhm.
know, I know. Spice Runner said in here, Angela still looks amazing, but doesn't have the body at this age. No, 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 no. Hell no, she does. You look at Angela Bassett today. I'm telling you, she can wear that suit.
She can
Okay,
definitely, and
she
then she
can
was
she
in
can wear
shape.
that suit.
She got herself in tremendous shape. And here's the thing: this movie was shot.
Sh-
We see her now. She's still fine, but she got herself
She
in.
got her groove back.
Yeah, she definitely did, and got herself in tremendous shape. And the
Come
thing
on,
is, here's the
Stella
thing: is
got her
we
groove
know
back.
that.
People, come on.
I know, flew over there. The thing is, it's like we know that the film is heavily focused on both Shuri and Angela Bassett's character. I always keep forgetting the name, but we know that it's centered on both of those particular characters. It's centered around those
Yeah.
characters. Like we see that the focus is there on those characters, but it's like again.
Ultimately,
That,
we're gonna find out, well, tomorrow, because
mhm,
we're going to see this movie tomorrow. We're gonna find out tomorrow. So I'm excited, but I will tell you, I love this. This does not look like a stock, just kind of generic female body that they've used before.
mhm,
This looks like it was tailor made for this particular figure. Yes, the feminine features just work
mhm,
so well with the feline nature of this, and just like
yeah,
it's a gorgeous suit. It's one that is so beautiful that I highly doubt I am going to be displeased with this movie. But even if
yeah,
I did not like the movie tomorrow, I would still get this figure
yeah,
because it it screams Marvel to me. It screams
mhm,
it screams the comics to me, and I would happily put this next to my other Black Panther figures. I
mhm,
like without question.
mhm.
Um I'm thinking of now an entire Black Panther display where I've got the
Yep,
solo movie, I've
yep,
got the 2.0 Civil War, I've got this, I've got Killmonger. I'm
mhm,
gonna have an entire black, and hopefully we get, other characters. Hopefully we get Winston Duke's character. Hopefully we
yeah,
get the Dora Milaje. Imagine just
yeah,
an entire Majike shelf that is just Wakanda. Like
yeah,
I would love that. And I was so I think this figure is absolutely beautiful. So yes, we still have the head sculpt that they'll reveal after the movie at some point. Um, but I was still surprised that they put this out before the movie. But that actually did give me a little bit of hope because, not gonna lie, part of me was still skeptical, with their track record, that we weren't gonna get a whole lot of figures from Hot
yeah.
Toys out of a Black Panther movie. Just
Mhm,
like one or two, maybe. Obviously we're going to get Namor. Like
yeah.
I mean, I think we all know that that's going to happen. But the fact that they gave us this one before the
Before the
movie
film, yeah,
makes me think we're going to get at least one other Black Panther iteration from this film.
yeah,
Whether it's a different suit but same character and different suit. I feel like there's going to be more coming, and that
mhm,
makes me happy. Because I don't think that they would have released this before the movie if they didn't
mhm.
have more coming from this line,
And you
in
gotta you
addition to
gotta
Namor.
exactly, and you already know as much as the Hong Kong market loves Iron Man that we are getting an Ironheart figure. That's just
Oh, absolutely,
that's a no-brainer that we're gonna get an
100%.
Ironheart figure. That is actually gonna come, depending on how it looks. I know we haven't really seen it, but, it's definitely gonna look good.
I
Um,
can't wait for that. I can't wait to see Riri. Yeah,
yeah.
that's gonna be great. But
Mhm.
um, Yeah, I was skeptical going in about what they were gonna that pose right there, that
Which
pose right
right
there,
here?
the back, yeah, that one
Yeah.
is so I can tell you right now, like my gut just going off of these pictures is that this is going to be one of the most fun to pose figures that
Mm-hmm.
Hot Toys has ever released.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It
The
is.
number like and kudos to them on these product photos here for these the prototype photos.
Mm-hmm.
These are not boring like the poses in these just
They're
show
so
the
dynamic.
versatility
Yep.
and the dynamic nature of this particular release.
Mm-hmm.
This man shooting this photo and video, this thing is gonna be so
Yep.
much fun.
And it looks like the texture of the suit. Like first off, it looks like they paid a homage to both Killmonger and the Black Panther with the gold tint. You know, just the design of
Yep.
the actual helmet. It looks like they kind of merged both to make the ultimate. And also, it looks like the material on the suit might, now not the texture, but the material on the suit might almost match the same material that we actually got for Miles.
You know what? That's exactly what I was gonna say is it looks similar, and I really hope it's the kind of material we got from Miles,
Mhm.
because if it is, then posing for days.
For days, and then it falls right back in shape like it's never,
Yeah.
like it hasn't been a problem. And that's what I hope that they actually give us. Now I know, and Shane, I want to bring this photo up. Do you think that now, because again, I want to talk about this real quick. We know that the price for this over at, now here's the thing, is we're getting different prices. The price over at Sideshow right now is 264. But that's 264. Of course, we know with shipping, possibly like another, like what, Brent, you would say like another $20, right? 19.99 for us
Yeah, it's
here.
gonna yeah,
Us
like
here, it would be like another $20.
California to so where they are in California to where I am in Boston, it's usually about $25 for
Yeah,
stuff being
yeah.
shipped from Sideshow.
So about $25 to basically ship here. So you're just almost
Probably
under,
325 with tax, and
yeah, with
then
tax
if
and
you
stuff
have
like that.
rewards points, then you knock it down a little bit. But yeah, you're probably
Exactly.
looking at like 325, like
Exactly.
full shipped, from one side of the US to the other. If you're,
Definitely.
in the middle, then maybe you save $5 or $10, but
Yeah. So my question is, Shane, so knowing that basically, okay, we see this current trend with Sideshow. We see how now things are getting waitlisted quick. Now, we know that, again, I know that I could wait until this drops, use some points. There's bound to be some coupons here floating around that we can definitely use, or just different codes that we can actually use towards it. But do we wait till it drops, or do you think this could be a figure that could hit the wait list early? Because here's the thing, and the reason I specify that with this, we know that every Black Panther figure that has been released, no matter how long it's taken, has sold out or gone to wait list, and we haven't seen it happen. I think it took Killmonger longer, but it was gone. Like it was actually, no, it might have been T'Chaka that it took.
T'Chaka took a long time.
T'Chaka took a long time to go, but it finally went, and we know that the Black Panther line is extremely popular. Shuri went quick. She went quick. She was gone.
That was
But
also because it was one of the best head sculpts that Hot Toys has
yes,
ever done. It was stunning.
phenomenal, stunning. So Shane, do we wait and say, okay, let's just wait for this to drop and then pick it up? Because we know, do you think this is going to be like a bargain figure, or do you think it's going to be a highly sought after figure that we probably want to put those NRDs down now? What do you think?
I think the movie will judge a lot of that.
Great answer.
Like if the movie is like, I mean, this time last year we were all getting psyched up for No Way Home, and it delivered. So like if Wakanda Forever delivers, then that's going to drive the hype up, and everyone's going to want this. I mean, Prey was released, and suddenly, bang, Predators are
Started
increasing
going
in the secondary market, and then
hotcakes.
people like
Yep.
who never even watched the original were like, "Oh, this is amazing!" and went back and watched the original and stuff like that. Like, so this is going to have the same effect for a time anyway. If the film does well, that's going to kind of lengthen that time. I for this one here, like obviously, like Frey, you're definitely going to get it, right? Definitely, right? There's no question. So I would already start like price comparison. What we did on the show on Sunday. I would already start going right. Who are the retailers I trust, and what are the price, and start doing factoring in your shipping, factoring in your tax, and reach out. I know you a big fan of Ray from Underground.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I
My
just
God.
start like play all them off each other and just see what the cheapest is and what
Hmm.
you're happy and comfortable with, and if you know you're going to get this, lock one in. Because remember I spoke about like pre-order lists and wish lists, and then the wish lists like putting the ones you really want at the top. Like realistically, like this one, like do you really want to gamble with this one?
Yeah,
Like
that's
do you really want to gamble? You know you're getting this,
hell
and
yeah.
Yeah.
and you don't want to gamble with this, but I still would shop around and see what's the best price. Me
Yeah,
personally, like even if the film is an absolute banger and I love it and I really really want this, I'm still gonna be like shopping around and all that kind of stuff. I'm not gonna
just
jump
see
on a
who gives it.
pre-order straight
Yeah.
away, but like I'll usually just shop around, find the best price, and then reach out to Lion Rock and kind of say, look, can you beat this? And if they can, that's who I'll go with, provided I really really love the movie. But you see, I'm still not convinced about this whole sideshow, everything going to waitlist thing. I think that is realistic. I do think that sideshow are just ordering smaller batches and Hot Toys are still producing whatever they want. Do you know what I
And
mean?
yeah, I agree, and I also think that Sideshow might be getting them in batches too, meaning like
Mm,
so it might sell out, then they'll get more later, and then we've seen stuff go low stock or like waitlist, and then like a
yeah.
week later they're right back in stock, ready to go. The other thing though is while this looks great, and from all intents and purposes, like what I've heard is that this movie is not as good as the first one, but is still really good in an emotional ride. And it not being as good as the first one is more just because you feel the weight of Chadwick's absence.
Hmm.
Um, but so I think this is going to be a very well received, very popular movie. I'm not worried about this one selling out. I'm not going to jump on. I have to immediately pre-order. I will get this. I will get it at
Hmm.
some point. Um, whether it's from Hong Kong, whether it's from Ray, whether
Hmm.
so we'll see where I end up getting it. But the thing
Yeah.
is, the Civil War 2.0 has not gone waitlist, has not sold out
Nah,
or anything.
not yet.
Okay,
Nah, you're
that was
right.
announced a while ago.
You're
That
right.
is an upgraded version of a highly sought after
Hmm.
Civil War figure that
Hmm.
had long since sold out and was going for like $700 on the secondary market for a hot minute, right?
Hmm.
So the fact that that figure has not sold out, I'm not worried about this one
Yeah.
selling out before I get a chance to get it. So I'm not in a rush to put down an NRD or or start a payment plan or just pay it off
Got
and
you. Got
right
you.
away. I think it's going to be accessible for a while. And we've had only this very short period of seeing stuff going like waitlisted sooner, and we still don't have enough kind of data, enough information to know what's really driving that and how much Sideshow is, if they are
Hmm.
reducing their pre-order stock, and what that's going to do to impact production runs and things like that. So I'm not going to jump to conclusions. I'll keep an eye on it, see how things are going, and if at some point later on I feel like okay, I need to put down a deposit or something, then
Yeah.
maybe I will. I don't think it's something that I have to rush out and do right now, though.
And you know what was crazy? Because what did we experience just yesterday, bro? Like what happened yesterday? Like So Toys drops a barrage of figures. Everybody's focus was on Rogue. And
Focus.
that Rogue figure sold out everywhere. Like I think the only people who actually have it, and I believe that it's not sold out on certain spaces. I think I saw it like on Giant Toys. They finally got it, and I think that TNS. I think they basically got it.
Yeah, a
But
couple did. Now you got to remember they're only making like 300 or 400 of
I
those, though.
know,
That's
yep.
a big difference than
I
this.
think it's
And
500. I think it is 500, but still, your point is they make
no, I
tiny
think I
batches
think it's only
compared.
like 400 or something because the Spider-Man one is 100 more than that, and I think the Spider-Man one is like 500. But like still, even if it is five, that's a low number, right?
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Worldwide 500, that's a low number. But I think that was definitely driving Rogue sales because people were like, oh, I like that. Oh, they're only making 500. Oh, and this site's already sold out, and this site's already sold out.
Mhm.
Let me jump on this and get
Yeah.
that now, especially since it's coming out in like 6 weeks, like 6 to 8
Stealth suit
weeks.
Captain America.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Whereas
Same thing.
with well, there was a little bit of chicanery going on with that one because somebody from Sideshow, like customer service, even admitted that like that 300, it's like, oh no, we're gonna get more than that, but that 300 is like how many pre-orders we're going to allow for like the first batch that we get in. And they did say that they were going to have more than that. So that's one of those things where you see it like, oh, it's waitlisted, oh, it's sold out, oh no, suddenly we've got 100 of them.
Yeah.
But there's a big difference between So-So Toys, and when they announce how many are going to be made, people are like, oh, I got to jump on that because that thing's not going to be around long, because that Gambit sold out and then went crazy expensive. And so people don't want to, and So-So Toys has just been on a roll. They've been on fire with their releases lately. And so people are really taking notice. Whereas Hot Toys, obviously they're making more than 400 or 500 of these. We're talking thousands of these. So
Yeah.
you've got a little bit more wiggle room. I think So-So Toys was using that as a mechanism to drive sales by saying, hey, look, we're only going to do 300. Because if you say that, people are going to be like, okay, I got to get it. Versus people, when they don't know exactly how many, they'll be like, okay, I can wait. That's probably going to still be around for a while.
Yeah.
I don't think that's going to be a thing with Hot Toys moving forward.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think this is going to just suddenly start disappearing off the shelves.
Nah. I think
Eventually it'll sell out. Eventually.
It seems like
release.
it's more of a Hot Toys thing. I mean, a Sideshow thing right now, than anywhere else. And again, lower batches, first batch, that's pretty much what's driving, that, for them. And once people catch on, they'll understand, because that's the thing. Like when when I noticed that, because I actually didn't pre-order Electro. I didn't pre-order it at first. You know what I mean? But I technically, I hit up Ray. Ray was like, "Hey, yeah, it's available. Add it to my list, Ray. No problem." You know what I mean? So that was just as easy as that. Because there's other places that are getting them, and it's allocated that way, I think. Again, I'm not going to say that it's going to happen to this one quickly, because I have to also think about this. As much as we may want it, there are still individuals who are reserved because they're still on that recast T'Challa movement that may not really support this particular figure in the community. You know what I mean? So they might not even gravitate to this. There's a lot of people gravitating to the Civil War suit, but they might not gravitate to this one like they would the Civil War, because again, people are still riding that recast T'Challa. I still think you got to wait till you watch the film and realize where they're going.
That 2.0 hasn't sold out yet. That's why I don't think this one is going to sell out before that one.
True.
I think that you're safe with this one for a while, and especially, here's the thing. If we're coming to the end of the year where Hot Toys, people call it the storm or the dump or whatever, where Hot Toys is going to drop a bunch of figures at the end of the year, right? And kind of rapid fire. That's typically what they've done. There's nothing that leads me to believe they won't do that again this year. So that, and holidays, they can get expensive. If you're strapped for cash, if you're worrying about that, you don't have to rush out and put an NRD down, or get a payment plan or something. It's gonna be around for a bit. You're fine. Focus on it's so hard to not say that word now.
I've copyrighted it.
On your current stuff, on any holiday bills you got, any pre-orders that you've got coming in, stuff that might be dropping before the end of this year. This is going to be something that you can jump on later on. You don't have to rush out on this. Just focus on shit. I'm really not doing it on purpose.
Terrible advice. Focus on shit. That's terrible advice.
I've never had this, like, man, it's just like that word is just right there now all the damn time.
My interest, though, basically, again, is even if, okay, so let's just say this. Let's just say, if it's Shuri, if this is going to be a Shuri head sculpt,
Mm.
based on the last one that we got, which was phenomenal, one of the best head sculpts that they have ever
They
done.
don't need to do anything to the, all they have to do is change the hair.
Change
Leave
the
sculpt
hair.
the exact same.
They can
Don't
keep the same sculpt.
same sculpt,
Maybe
same sculpt.
remove the jawline, like the pretty much the attachment to the jawline, and just have it is the best head sculpt by far, and they don't have to do too much to it. To the point, pretty much, you could even take that head sculpt off of your figure and use it on this one. But again, we know that we're going to get a head sculpt, but it would it surprise? All right, so let me ask you, Shane, would it was you already know what you're going to probably say, but would it surprise you if the head sculpt that we get on this figure or for this figure is not Shuri?
Yeah, I think so. I think it is. I think this version here is Shuri.
Mm-hmm.
But like if they go like they want to give us something, maybe like, okay, if it's just Shuri for the whole film, fair enough, we'll watch the film and enjoy it. But like if it's like Shuri in some scenes and then M'Baku in some others and then Okoye in some others or whatever, if they drop 3 pre-orders and they're all different physiques and body types, it'd be like, all right, we know the whole hook in the film now. So yeah, I do think I think this one is Shuri. Yeah, I think it is going to have, just like you say, that really strong Shuri head sculpt and change the hair to make it current or whatever. But you know what? You know, they do a disproportionate less amount of female and people of color in general, but they're doing really, really good female women of color head sculpts. Like
They're killing it, bro.
the Reva is extremely strong. That Blood and Thunder, Tessa Thompson's character.
Tessa Thompson, yeah,
What's
definitely
her
strong.
Valkyrie.
Yeah,
Valkyrie is strong.
That's a really strong head sculpt. Shuri was really strong. So I mean, like,
they're killing it.
it doesn't really
They
matter
are
what
killing
head
it.
sculpt's going to be. It's going to be a strong head sculpt, I'd imagine. You know,
It's definitely going to be a banger.
Yeah,
of a
I
head
mean,
sculpt.
I'm getting Valkyrie and I'm getting Jane Foster from that movie just because even though I don't think they did Jane Foster justice, I
Yeah.
love Natalie
com-
Portman in the
Yeah.
role. And same thing, I think criminally underused Tessa Thompson as Valkyrie, but they were absolutely perfect for the roles. They did great with what they had. They looked stunning.
Yes,
So
yes.
I will absolutely get those, and I'll just skip Thor.
Mhm.
I'm actually, even though I was not thrilled with the movie at all, I'm really surprised they didn't do a gore,
Yeah.
Christian Bale. I'm very surprised that they didn't do that. But the Thor, that's an easy one to skip for me.
Yeah.
For this movie, yeah, I'm hopeful that we get some more.
Mhm.
I'm hopeful that we get some more figures from
Mhm.
this, and if it like I said, this the same head sculpt, and you just change the hair, or whatever.
Mhm.
I'm totally fine with that. It does. I feel like this might be Shuri, but I don't think that means that it's Shuri that ends up in the end of the movie as like our new Black Panther. I'm not
Mhm.
saying that she doesn't. I'm saying
You think it might be someone different?
yeah, I'm saying and now like the cast was doing the interview recently where they were like, it's funny, nobody's gotten it yet. Nobody has nailed down exactly who's taking on the mantle, how this is happening, now that could just be them misdirecting
That's
it,
what I was going to say. They can
it
definitely be
absolutely
misdirecting
could
the
be,
entire time. Yeah.
or they could be right, and
so
nobody
so
has
Brandon,
publicly guessed it yet.
so do you reckon it's Andrew or Toby? Which one?
I mean, I feel like that body, it's got to be Andrew.
It's more Andrew. Yeah, it's more Andrew.
Yeah, but
Mm.
I mean, like I said, it's we'll see. I will say so. Shiny said that he watched another stream and somebody who owns a store or ran a store was like the Eternals were like the lowest pre-orders they had, but weirdly Gilgamesh has gone to waitlist on Sideshow. I guarantee you 100% you will be able to easily get Gilgamesh
Yeah.
when he releases through Sideshow and anywhere else.
Or anywhere else.
Just
Basically,
because
it's
it
gonna.
says waitlisted on Sideshow's website,
Mhm.
don't worry. Again, part of the thing,
you're right.
and I'm not saying that I'm not trying to like shit on anybody or criticize, but I'm just saying, given the state of business, the way pre-orders have gone in the last year and stuff, it's not shocking if they're going to say that certain figures are low stock or waitlisted, and then they're,
Mm-hmm.
to try and drive FOMO and try and get people interested in them. And, you know, those wait lists will convert you. Like, I guarantee it, it'll be easy enough to get. So, part of a business strategy could be kind of trying to play off that FOMO to try and boost pre-order sales. So they, business is booming, business is better. I think that's absolutely gonna happen. That's also why if this starts going low stock or like wait list like a month from now, things not coming out for 2 years, I guarantee you it will be accessible later. So just don't fall victim to that kind of stuff.
Okay, so
The only thing,
yeah, go ahead.
sorry, Lil, the only thing that's gonna like would actually make me a bit more inclined to pre-order again, right? Because I still pre-order a little bit, but like I showed you I was very transparent the other day. I showed you what I haven't ordered, and I showed you the things that I want to get, my wish list that I haven't ordered yet. The only thing that would actually kind of light a fire under me and go, right, I need to really decide which one of these wait lists I need to get on, is if that not only waitlist and sold out and stuff like that happens on Sideshow, but it has to be not just North America and Europe, because people say Sideshow determines the market. Okay, fine. Like, let's if we run with that. So that means that the people that order from Sideshow and from the distributors from like Europe and the resellers from America, if they're getting less and less from Sideshow or whatever, but it's the Hong Kong resellers, because Sideshow don't supply Hong Kong, they supply Europe and America, but the actual Hong Kong resellers, like they get their figures, you know what I mean, from not from Sideshow. So if a lot of the reputable Hong Kong resellers, if things start like selling out really quickly on them sites, long before the figures released, then I'd be kind of going, all right, maybe Hot Toys is producing less. You know what I mean? Because that's real supply and demand. But at the moment, it could be just Sideshow. Okay, we're only going to bite off what we can actually chew. Do you know?
Definitely. Anthony Manzano, we don't know yet. There's no way of knowing.
They haven't announced, but their announcement
It's a
would be like this
possibility.
last night. It would be like, here are the product photos, like this is going up for pre-order. So I guarantee you they will make a Namor. I guarantee you they will make a Namor. The others, I don't know. So I know that I feel like we will get 3 figures at least out of this movie. I feel like this isn't the only Black Panther iteration that we get, because it would be weird to me anyway for them to announce it before the film. I feel like they're dropping this one, get some hype, but then there's going to be another one that they can then drop after the film releases, and then Namor. They're not going to bring Namor in and then not do a figure of Namor. The other 2, I don't know, but I feel like those are the 3 that I would bank. Actually, sorry, 4, because I do think we'll get an Ironheart.
So, Illuminar, let me ask you a question out there. What if this is Michelle Cole's character? Nobody's really focusing on her. Damn, said it. But nobody is. No, the attention is definitely not on her at all. What if this is Michelle Cole's character? Because she's thin. She's also thin. So it could be, and she's playing a former Dora Milaje, but in a different clan. You know what I mean? So it could be. I'm just throwing the possibilities out there of what this could actually be. But again, we'll know tomorrow. We are, it could be, but she is taller. Yeah, true. So that's what I'm saying. Like, we could be, but we'll know tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be the deciding factor on this. I just know I'm excited as hell about this piece. I can't wait to get it in.
Baby.
7:00 for me, and then Friday again. I'll be there again. Shane, so wait a minute. You're going when? Friday?
Friday at 8 p.m. So that'll be Friday, let's say 3 p.m. Your
3 p.m. our time. Okay, cool.
Yeah, so
it's like you got to kind of stay away from every spoiler that's out there after tomorrow.
Dude, that's why even on Thursday, that's why I go for the earliest showing.
The earliest showing.
3:45 in the afternoon, I'm there.
Yeah. So anyway, everybody out there, tell me what you're going to do. If you're going to see it, if this is going to be a figure for you, we got Kinky. What do you say?
Should have vetted that comment.
Yo, wow. Anyway, Let us know what you basically think. Again, we got Loco Lou out there. He said hit that like button. As
Loco.
always, appreciate that, Lou. Can't wait to see you, brother. What's popping, people? Definitely, man. Thank you for that. But yeah, we're gonna close it
Pinky's
out here,
finger
man.
by the sound of things.
Right. Sally have school tomorrow, so 7:40 for me. Yeah, definitely. It's 7 o'clock for me because I got too many clients earlier during the day, and I can't go without Toya. She'd kill me. So anyway, yeah. We gonna.
Hey, that maybe this is Toya. Maybe she's the new Black Panther.
Hey, it could be. It could definitely be. I know she said she. So when she saw this last night,
that's
she
a
was like,
cosplay that has to happen for NYCC next year. I feel like that has to happen.
well, she's either that or Storm because people have been wanting to play Storm for the longest time. So
that's tough.
yeah, they've been wanting to play Storm. So here's the thing:
Mashup.
She wants this, and she was like, "Yeah, see, I need this." So I'm like, "Okay, so you're saying we have to get two because you're not going to have the one that I'm having." She's like, "Maybe." So we'll see. We'll definitely.
Honestly, I'm considering just because I want to have a whole shelf that's a Wakanda display. I'm considering maybe two.
Just for the one with the helmet on and a head
Yeah,
sculpt.
or just have two Panthers like this. Like it just looks so damn good.
Yeah.
And the price point is very appealing. So I am considering two, but it depends on what else comes out from this movie. If there's another Panther that I like, in the vein of this, then I can get one of each instead of two. But
Makes sense.
The possibility is there for me to do that because, like you said, I'm going to get the 2.0 from Civil War. I've got the Solo movie. I've got Killmonger. So I'm I am hoping beyond all hope that we get the Dora Milaje. At the very least, Okoye.
Definitely.
I'm really hoping that we do. I would love Nakia. I just want them to go all out on this film, and I want to build that display. So hopefully we get it.
Hopefully we'll definitely see it, but I think we're gonna get something after tomorrow. We'll pretty much know because a lot of thing is like the biggest question is I hear a lot of people saying that Namor is excellent, and I'm so glad that they actually said that pretty much a villain.
And Bloodsport said Namor might be a wait list quick. No, he won't. They will make I'm telling you, don't get sucked in by this. Like, oh, this is going wait list. This is going wait list. Don't let that trick you, man. I'm telling you. And Namor, they're gonna make a lot of that figure. They're gonna make a lot of that figure. So just be patient. Don't rush into stuff.
Anyway,
you need better friends, Brendan.
Anyway,
I'm just glad he spelled it all right.
Right. Anyway, thank you guys for coming on and being on with us today. Follow these guys. Information is actually in the description. It's always. Shane, what you got going on your channel, man?
I put up my reaction to that obviously that Black Panther today, and that's up live in the channel now. I put up one for the Mech Test Tony, which surprisingly got the wheels turning, man. Like your opinion,
me too.
I watched
I was not on board with that at all.
Yeah,
and I'm
man.
looking at him like, damn,
because
that looks cool.
I was thinking if you're getting that, you have to get Dummy, and if you're getting Dummy, the Devil's Workshop and a lot of other places are already slaughtering the price of that construction suit, and rightly so, because it's half a suit. The three of them together, Mech Test, Dummy, that's
really
nice little detail
that's
stuff. That'll be nice,
definitely a nice looking display, bro. And that's what I'm saying. Like it is a figure that I'm definitely going to get because of the possibilities and the ideas that I have for it. It just snuck up on me once they released it. I was like,
because you think about it, there's that. And there's the Mark 1, which is on the way. And then if they at some point do a diecast Mark 2 and Mark 3, then you can have that whole display with all of those suits and Mech Test Tony from those scenes in
the Mark 3
first movie.
Is coming.
Yeah, but so the diecast one for the
2.
Mark 3, which I'm absolutely going to get. They'll definitely do the 2 at some point. You get those with the 1 that's incoming. And then this Mech Tech, you can make a really cool Iron Man 1 display. So
transition, like even if they were literally top shelves of the detail, like mech, 1, 2, 3, that would look.
then you just have to kit bash at Terrence Howard as Rhodey, so he can stand next to the Mark II and just be like, next time.
Yeah, but
Next
he can't
time,
go in.
baby.
He can't go in any other section though. It has to be just with the
Yeah.
one. So apart from that, I've started to do a lot of shorts, and just basically little 1 minute portrait style videos that are just, I literally put the box there and the figure and it spins on a turntable, and I just in 1 minute or less describe what I think about it. So they're a lot of fun as well, because I can just go, I'm just going to make one in, it'll take me a minute.
Nice and short and focused.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Shimon. So basically, I'm just going to reach out, folks, seeing as like I think I'm 14, 15 subs away from 1,500 subs. So
Let's
like,
go.
Nice.
like if anyone's watching and you want to watch some of my content, check it out and maybe watch a video or two. And if you like it, then give it a sub. And if it's not for you, that's cool too. But like, it'd be great if I had another 15 within the next few weeks or whatever.
Oh yeah, let's
Thanks.
go. You
Thanks
haven't,
for
come on, man. Get
having
out
me
there
here.
and subscribe, because this thing's acting up stupid. Anyway, get out there, subscribe. Make sure you do. Great content over there. And the shorts are decent. I see them all the time. Like it's basically there. So
Yeah.
You see Shane's shorts all the time?
You had that one. You had that one coming, man.
I know.
Sometimes you fired shots.
You open a door, I gotta walk through.
It's too cold over here for shorts.
It's going to be cold over in this sun bitch next week.
Yeah.
It's been hot for the last couple of days, but it's going to get cold next week.
It dropped today. Yeah.
Hell yeah. So it's getting there. But anyway, Brendan, Butt Naked Assassin, Collector Without Fear on IG. What's going on, bro?
Well, I'm not that far behind Shane. I'm only about 1,500 subs away from 1,500. So, that's we're working on that. No, today was New Comic Book Day, and Andor, so that was basically my focus today. At some point tonight, I don't know what the exact time is, but I will be doing a comic book stream. There we go, with Journo's Comics and Collectibles, and then Monday for our spoiler discussion of Black Panther 2.
Yeah, he's going to be joining, right?
From Journo's Comics and Collectibles, great channel.
Okay.
Will be on with us to talk about the movie, so that'll be a lot of fun. Other than that, it's just reading books and messing around with some figures that I've picked up recently, including this bad boy. I don't want to drop him, but this guy is amazing. Yeah. So. This is the
is it Ash, no? Or
this is Kenshin, or they call it Kenshi on the boxes, third party, but this is VTS Kenshin. But this figure, I mean, that diorama base is great, but like these, it's like the blood stained. Well, it's kind of dark, so I don't know if you can really see it that well. But like the blood stained. Forearms, and these are swappable forearms, so they're sculpted wrists and stuff. This figure is just absolutely insane. So
what's the IP? Sorry,
it's a Japanese series of martial arts movies called Kenshin. And they're all actually on Netflix now. They were like, the first one was in like 2012, and they were on Amazon Prime for a while. Now they're all on Netflix, and they basically did two. There was like an original 3 movies, and then they did 2. They did a prequel and then one that happens at the very end, so to cap off the whole series. So the most recent 2 were made in like 2021, and they are just like these really insane like sword fight martial arts, fun movies. Definitely watch with the Japanese audio and the English subtitles, because if you try and have it dubbed over the English, it's so painful. But if you just watch it the right way, the action scenes and the sword fights and everything are next level. They're amazing. So they're really, really fun to watch. And So Toys is actually doing a version of this character too. But VTS Toys came out with theirs first, and it's amazing. It's absolutely amazing.
If you haven't already, follow Brendan, aka Butt Naked Assassin, on Collectors with Fear on Instagram. So make sure
One
you
of these
definitely
days
do
you'll get
that.
it right. The Collector Without Fear,
The
like Daredevil, the
Collector
Man
without.
Without Fear, but
Okay,
Collector instead
that's
of.
why I just say butt naked.
We'll get you there. Don't worry.
That's why I just say butt naked. Anyway, oh, thanks everybody for coming through. We will see y'all later. I'll be on tonight. Basically, is Say What Wednesday. Title today is I am the biggest hypocrite, and so are you. So stay tuned for that, and we'll go more into detail on that. But thanks everybody for basically being here, being part of the show. Can't wait to actually hear everybody's take on Black Panther. I'm going to see it tomorrow. A lot of us are going to see it this week. So let us know what you think about it, how you feel about it. But until then, we are out. Peace, hair grease, whatever you want to say. That we out. Peace.